morning everyone. Back to the kind of old school way of doing this. Sales update 11 of not necessarily the highest value, but I'll say my best sales from January because some of them are just my favourites. I did try to go onto YouTube and do a screen share. Something has changed there. I could not work out how to just do a live event so I could screen share. So we are back to the tripod. And so here we go, old school. Right, so the first one is St Michael Vintage Tapestry Carpet Large Gladstone Hold All Weekend Travel Bag 70s 80s. I absolutely love picking these up. Picked up from a charity shop, paid £8, sold possibly second cycle for 40. So it's, what's that, about £26 profit. I'll show you this. There's a St Michael label in there. Just love them, love these, would always pick them up. Quite a large item, but it's not that difficult to pack. It's not going to break, so yes. Oh, so yeah, on here I will show you, if you don't already know them, some brands to look out for. So Hush, a really sought after brand right now. Oh, do I need to, I'll move that up a bit. So this is Hush Coral Pink Star Cotton Blend Soft Jumper Weekend Casual Laid Back UK 10 to 12. Used, and I've put in the condition description the measurements and well worn light bobbling. And did it go for 30? I think it actually sold for 25. I think it sold for 25. I might be wrong, maybe it did sell for 30. I don't think, maybe I didn't have offers on it. Anyway, 25 or 30. The point is, it sold very quickly, despite the fact that I said it was well worn, had light bobbling. I managed to get it off of the pound rail, so £1, so it was great profit on it. But I knew it was worth still picking up just because it's Hush. I'll show you the label. There we go. That's going to command a premium right now. And from the same shop, this was from my what I call the little scrubby charity shops that are on the way to another place that I go to. That's where I got that bargain Hush jumper. This I also got from there, paid £5.50 for this. In fact, this sold before I started getting into my doing menswear. So this is vintage Levis USA, red plaid zip up flannel thick shirt. Oh, did I not even put check in there? I didn't. Thick shirt jacket, 80% wool, large, worn. Again, so I've put in the condition box, I've put the measurements and well worn, about to go threadbare on one shoulder, hole on seam near neck, and read more, and what else was wrong with it, and one elbow. And I put in the pictures, close-ups of where it was well worn, and it still went for £30. Again, that might have been in its first cycle, so maybe I was starting to think before I'd gotten into the whole Insta following Taddy Pete and in resales, maybe I had started just about considering the men's stuff anyway, or maybe just because it was vintage Levi's. Oh, that's right, actually I did read that this kind of lumberjacky shirt thing was coming in. I think that's what drew me to it. Right, another brand to totally look out for, I'm sure I've mentioned it before, is Sahara. Sahara textured, soft velvety feel, loose fit, oversized light jacket cover up, 16 to 18. Now this, when I first got it, I thought, oh, the label doesn't look, you know, fabulously stitched in, but then I compared it to another Sahara jacket I'd had with the like, yeah, the label around that and everything, and it was just the same. So, and again, I got this from one of the scrubby charity shops. Would have been about £3.50 or £4. Sure, yeah, I don't think it was even £4. And again, sold really quickly, £40. And even with, I've put in the condition there, I've put the measurements and top button before collar missing. I'll show you the label. I just love it when I find Sahara. This really is, there you go. You see what I mean about the XL's like a bit sort of skew-iff under there, but yeah, I checked it, it was fine. Yeah, happy with that. Now, if you're following me on Insta, Shelster H, you'll know that I love a Laura Ashley vintage dress. So here we go, Laura Ashley vintage 1980s pink floral cotton summer tea dress, romantic, UK 8. Sold for £40 plus shipping. I've got a feeling I might have got this from the car boot, so I mean obviously it's not summer yet, so that might be why it took a little while to sell. In fact, I think I had it on at less and then I decided to put the price up, because I still can't work out how some people are getting like 120 quid for their vintage Laura Ashley dresses. But yeah, sold for 40. I'll have to work on that. I'll show you the lovely label. There we go. Yeah, I've got a few more of these on, so, well, actually quite a few. So happy days. I just love picking those up. Just feel like I'm not going to have issues with whoever buys those, but famous last words. This is the last of the wicker mirrors that I'm picking up. I haven't had any issues with them, I just find them a bit of an arse to pack. So I think I paid, actually I think I remember picking this up, I think I paid £2.80 in a charity shop. It's vintage woven plaited wicker rattan mirror, 17 times 14.75 inches, boho hippie kitsch 70s home. Sold for £30. Yeah, I haven't had any problems with sending them or anything, it's just, yeah, a bit of an arse to pack, so I'm just like, oh, I'd rather stitch stuff that can be thrown into a polymolar. Now this marks the chain. I think it's Ian Resells I've got to thank for this brand. Castelli lightweight Storica cycling jacket, dark grey wool polyester blend XL. Flipping brilliant. I think Ian Resells had said about selling a Castelli cycling jacket, and my memory is like a sieve, and I wouldn't normally remember this sort of thing, and I thought, I'm sure I saw that brand down like in my local charity shops the other day, I'm sure I did. So after Sell a Lady's Life one day, I thought, right, I'll trump down there just to have a look for this, and it was there. And what did I pay for it? Something mad, like £2.75 or something. It was dirt cheap. And it sold really quickly for £50, so I was chuffed to bits with that, and totally on the lookout for the right cycling wear now. I think that Storica, I think I must have been, let's see what the labels say. I've taken to like really looking up the labels now. Where are the labels? If there's there we go, there's like some kind of number on there, then I'll look it up, see if I can find out any more information on it. I'm sure that must help if people are looking for a Storica jacket. So yeah, Castelli. Another fabulous brand, which I'm sure I've got from either Caroline Making Lemonade or Fake Rachel, Oscar. I think this was my first Oscar, I'm pretty sure it was. Oscar grey loose knit cotton cardigan, boxy oversized toggle button, size 1 UK 10, gets sold within a couple of hours for £25 plus shipping. And I picked this up when I picked up all the cashmere, when I spent the £141 in one charity shop the other week. So I think everything was working out £9 or £10 each. So no, not massive profit, but there's obviously a following. It went immediately, and I was just dying to find that brand. And let's have a look for there's the label. Just because I think I'd heard Fake Rachel talking about it so much, I just wanted to find it for myself. Right, yeah, this is a brand clearly to look out for, Max Mara. I'd heard of Max Mara, but I picked this jumper up and really it's nothing special. It just isn't. It's just a you know, averagely worn jumper. It was only something like £3.50, and I thought, oh, Max Mara, well, I'll give it a go. Probably put it on for 20. Max Mara Maglia weekend wool cashmere blend grey spot boxy jumper, UK 12 to 14. Now, how did I know it was Maglia? Was it in there? There we go. There's the name there on the tag, Maglia. So I'm quite into finding the names at the moment. And I think, yeah, I probably put it on for 20, and I got so many watches so quickly. I think I then put it up to 25, and then I put it up to 30, and it still sold within a couple of weeks for 30. So yeah, maybe it could have gone even higher, but I just felt like it's really nothing special. I just can't charge more than that. However, I've also picked up a Max Mara skirt this week, put it on yesterday, that's got watches, and also again it's just a cotton summer skirt, and I'm just like, it's clearly got a following, so look out for Max Mara. Now this was a little foray into trainers. I think these are the first trainers that I've sold. Nike Dunk Sky High Green Blue Pattern trainers, hidden wedge heel, high tops, UK 5. Got this a couple of weeks ago. They were they didn't smell of feet. One of them smelled more like it had been left somewhere damp. So I'm like, I can't send them out like that. So I was asking for advice. I normally just lob trainers, like our own stuff, in the machine every time, Converse, whatever. And I did contact Alpa, who is the Nike trainer queen, on Insta, and she said just try, like, it didn't cost much. They were £4, like double pillowcasing them. I just thought she might know if they were going to fall apart or whatever, so I didn't want to send them out as they were, so double pillowcased them in the machine, came out gorgeous, smelled lovely, put them on. Did they sell that night? Either that night or the next day, pretty quickly. Paid £4, sold for 40. Totally happy days. But then, of course, I got a bit over excited and thought, oh my God, I'm going to start doing trainers. I'm not going to start doing trainers unless I know what I only picked these up because they were only £4, and I thought, oh, they look a bit different. I have no idea what I would be doing with trainers. Although, funnily enough, my postie, his sideline is selling trainers, so I could get some tips from him, but I think he's mostly New Balance. Oh yeah, and this is the brand that people look out for jeans. I've got some jeans by this, True Religion. True Religion Ladies Dark Grey Cotton Blend Sweatshirt, beading, Tiger, UK 12 to 14. It's fab, this sweatshirt. I did try it on myself, but it literally was doing nothing for me, so I thought I might as well sell it. Yeah, and this was before I picked up the jeans, and I saw and I thought, oh, True Religion, is that something I'm meant to look out for? True Religion. I was like, oh, I think it was about £3, but I thought I'll just take it. Yeah, and sold for £25, so happy with that. And I think that was number 11. So yeah, there's some brands to look out for there. Hope everyone's having a good day. I am, oh yeah, yeah, this is a sales update, so I will say, sales, despite these are all the good ones, to be honest. Sales generally have been shocking in January. They have been so slow. I knew that it might be quiet, but oh my word. Roll on February, and I hope February gets better, or, you know, payday. So it's payday tomorrow, it'll be the 1st of Feb. I thought some people get paid on the 25th, so that last weekend was payday weekend. I don't think it can have been, apart from selling my, I had 177 auctions on with £5 starts. I sold 14 of those, most of them at the £5 start. Yeah, it's been, I'm averaging about 1 sale a day at the moment. So yeah, if you can get through January, it must be killing sellers off, this, you know, slow rate of sales, I tell you. Yeah, to start doing another puzzle as well to bring my stress levels down. So anyway, yes, it has been quiet, despite those aren't sales I'm getting all the time. So hope your sales are a bit better, and on to February. Bye bye.